it's Joe. Look, another day with 2 uploads. Isn't that crazy? Apologies if I am not too loud and if I yawn a lot. Of course, that's not different than normal, but it is 2:25 a.m., so I don't want to be a complete disturbance. Maybe a little bit, but I don't want to be too bad. So I just needed, I guess I'm doing this because I just needed to kind of clear my head. So I just finished the, here, let me move, okay, yeah, okay, I brought the mic a little closer, okay, oh my god, my hair is being obnoxious right now, for the love of God, okay, I don't know what to do. I'm hoping maybe that'll fix it, but I don't know. So I just finished the Peaky Blinders movie. I don't know if I've talked about it before. I am a huge fan of Peaky Blinders. I want to say I started watching it during season... Let's see. I want to say I started watching it... Let's see, it was before seasons 5 or 6... It was definitely before season 4. So I want to say maybe season... I don't think it was during when there was just one season. I think maybe when there were 2 seasons, maybe 3. I don't know. And I like it very, very much. So a movie came out on Friday. That is it picked up where season 6 ended, quite far into the, well, I don't remember how far, but now it's time had definitely passed. So, spoilers for this movie, by the way. I'm probably going to spoil the whole thing. My apologies, but I'm warning you right now. So, okay, I don't know if I'm not going to talk about the whole thing, but I'm talking about the ending. So the movie basically is Tommy Shelby going back out of his life of exile and whatnot, to assist his son when something bad is happening. And spoilers for the ending right now, it inevitably ends with Tommy getting shot, and then when he's bleeding out, he has his son finish him off, and so he dies. And this entire movie, it is talking about how Tommy's been around for a long time. He was in World War I, and he came back damaged from that, with PTSD and whatnot, and he feels like he's damaged from that, and then it talks about how his whole family is pretty much dead, other than his 2 sons and his sister, who dies in his sister dies in this movie, and so he's got his two sons and nobody else, pretty much. He's got a couple allies still, but his blood family is basically gone. And so he has said that the only way that he will have peace now is if he's dead. So this movie just talks about how he won't have peace until he's dead. Because as long as he's alive, he, is tormented by spirits of his dead family, and like, just all this, like, he won't ever be at peace. So the movie ends with him dying, and it's like he's finally at peace. It was a very good movie. It was a nice return to the world of Peaky Blinders. Before watching it, I watched like a 15-minute recap. I would have definitely enjoyed it more had I rewatched the show, but I just didn't want to. But I mean, it was still a good movie. I would acknowledge that I probably would have liked it more had I gone back and rewatched everything instead of just a recap. But I mean, that's a given with these kind of things. So it ends, with him dying. He's finally at peace, and it got me thinking. And it got my head and my brain all concerned. I don't know if I will ever be at peace until I'm dead. Not to be, dark and morbid, but, it got me thinking. It was I don't remember the last time I was at peace, fully, without any concerns or worries or whatnot, even for, a brief period of time. Because I was all right, let's think here. Even from a young age, when I was in school, I was always concerned with schoolwork and being the best or one of the best, and I was always worried and consumed with worry that I would not do that. So not a piece there. Same goes for middle school and high school, and then in high school. And then in high school, I got a girlfriend, and you'd think at some point during that little that time period, you'd think at some point during that I felt at peace. No, because the entire time I was concerned I wasn't good enough for her. That's up for debate. I'm sure. I still don't know how I feel about the answers to that question. So I wasn't really at peace during that whole ordeal either. Same goes for any kind of online relationships I had prior to that. And then the next person, at work, I'm at work and I'm stressed about work and never, better not be at peace while I'm on my Walmart shift. Otherwise, things will go awry. And that's the next person that I felt things for. After that, there are moments where I feel maybe things were at peace. However, the entire time, I was concerned that things weren't going to end the way I wanted them to, which was us turning into a real thing. And sure enough, I was proven right. Yeah. And then, for the rest of high school, when it was just me to my own devices, what is peace? That certainly didn't happen in high school. Then, the depression takes a hit, and the mental stability, it's already there, but it definitely decreases, and so then, I came to college, and I thought things would improve even just a tiny bit. They improved, but I still don't know if peace is a word I would use. I'm constantly concerned about assignments and stressing, and I'm worried about getting too close to people, or letting my brain or my thoughts consume me and cause something bad to happen. So then I got here, and eventually I, I got into contact with my bestie again. And as good as all that time was, it is like the greatest time ever. That still hasn't changed. I don't know if I was ever truly at peace at any time, because in the back of my mind at all times, I'm concerned and worried. I'm like, this is all gonna come crashing to an end. And sure enough, even if she says it's not my fault, I still choose to blame me. Sure enough, thanks to me being me, here we are again. Everything came crashing down, and that's where we're at. So, because to my mind, truly at peace means no concerns, no worries. Everything is, calm and relaxed. Well, that certainly didn't happen. Now, of course, we had discussed, me and my bestie, possibilities for the future and whatnot, and in some of those possibilities, mentally, peace felt like it was reachable. Who knows if any of those things will still happen. I would like them to, but, being optimistic is, sometimes it causes more pain than it's worth. And just now with my transition and all, things are never at peace at home for me, because I'm always concerned something is going to happen and somebody's going to lose it. Hanging out with my friends, even if it's online, I'm always on edge because I'm worried that something is just going to go wrong at all times in regards to us or me or something. People here, interacting with them, being around them, I'm worried that they're going to find out about me, find something they don't like, and things are gonna go wrong, and there's no peace. Now maybe I'm asking for too much. Maybe somebody would tell me, well, Joe, nobody is at peace. And maybe that's true. And maybe I'll never get it. It just got me thinking, maybe death really is the only way to be at peace, unfortunately. Which, to that end, maybe I should hurry it along. That is not at all me saying I'm gonna do anything. Just clarify. I'm just saying, I never had plans to live past 21, and once again, that's not me saying I'm gonna do anything. I'm just saying, if death is the only way, maybe I should speed it up. Any hooser. I don't know. I feel like that helped a little bit. Obviously not at peace or anything, but just getting to get my thoughts out, even a tiny bit, felt kind of nice. So, thanks for that, and I appreciate anyone who happens to listen to this one. I know these super early morning ones are kind of weird. I don't even know time zones, or if any of you are awake to see them when they release, or even if you're interested in listening to them, I suppose. I don't know, but if you are, or you do listen, thank you very much. I'm gonna head off now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might go to bed since I'm feeling kind of tired, but who knows, I might be up for a lot longer, knowing my brain. So if you happen to make it this far and listen, thanks a lot. And I will be back later today with something more normal. Bestie, I miss you, and I love you, and I hope that, should things ever go back to normal, and maybe when I get to hang out with you, things will be peaceful, but who knows? Who knows? Because optimism is not fun. Because 9 times out of 10, it ends with things going wrong, and then you just have false hope, which hurts more than actual hope. But like I said, I'll be back later today with an actual one. So until then, bye.